talked about a lot of things. I would really like to turn my attention, though, to the idea of ensuring the integrity of our elections, protecting them from foreign influence. You've been asked a couple times today, I believe, what steps you've taken since you spoke a couple weeks ago, October 18th, in the Senate Judiciary Committee, what you were doing. Senator Sass asked you there if the Department is doing enough to prevent foreign interference in our elections. Just to repeat what you said, and I'll quote, "Probably not. We're not. And the matter is so complex that for most of us, we are not able to grasp the technical dangers that are out there. These are real dangers to our elections, and our elections are the foundations of our democracy." You also said at that time, several weeks ago, it requires a real review. But today you said there is no review taking place. So my first question is, I'm very concerned. With the 2018 elections less than 1 year away, and given your acknowledgement that this is a serious, complex matter deserving of a real review, specifically what steps have you taken to protect our elections next year?
You raise a good point. I have not followed through to see where we are on that, and I will personally take action to do so. There are a lot of things been happening. We're working on a lot of great agenda items, but this one is important, and I acknowledge that. And I should be able to give you better information today than I am.
And I appreciate that there are many things that are important, but I would hazard to state nothing more important to our democracy than the integrity of our elections. And as the head of the Department of Justice, it's important that as a nation, as others have said, that justice remained blind, carrying the balanced scale without a finger on the scale. We need to do that, but protecting our elections is important. What steps does the Department need to do to address these issues? What can we be looking forward as the next steps?
Well, one of the things that needs to be done is our states need to review their own vulnerabilities. I would say our FBI has extraordinary capabilities when it comes to hacking and those kind of issues. We probably need to work on that with them. They should have a very important role. They're highly sophisticated in that. And then our intelligence communities also, to the extent that this is driven by some foreign power, then we're dealing with international, potential international involvement. So all of those agencies and the states need to be involved, I would think.
And it was
Congress, I appreciate your interest, because if we need legislation, it'll take some aggressive push to get anything.
Hold that thought, I'm going to come back to that.
At least through the Senate, I know you
with
can
another
do that.
question. But you said earlier that others have touched on this. That the intelligence community has said Russia did try to interfere in our elections in 2016. Do you feel that that is still a statement of truth, or is it open for question?
I have no basis to dispute that. I do think they've said that they don't believe votes were changed.
Right. As I see I'm about to run out of time, my last question, I'll jump to the end, is to what you were just touching on. Can I ask for your commitment to provide a briefing to those of us on this committee that are interested in addressing this problem, making sure, irrespective of whether it's a Democratic or Republican state, community, that we have safe, sound elections with integrity? Will you meet with us?
I would be glad to. I
Thank
think
you.
that would be valuable.
With that, I yield back.